Stores both sides of the Atlantic have been marking down prices to lure customers. And you heard Anna talk about supplements. I think she was more diamonds. This is what people on Questions Business have been buying. Josh, who's producing tonight's program, oh, he's very practical as ever, dear old Josh. He spent $400 on a vacuum cleaner. Sexy stuff there, Josh. He got 38% off, which just about figures. Bob bought his wife a digital piano for $350. It was a 24% discount. And Pamela, the EP, she spent $160 on a pair of heels, marked down by $30. Her husband will be delighted with the bargains and savings. Shopify says its Black Friday sales brought in a record $5 billion. Right now, $2.5 million in sales every minute. Harley Finkelstein is the Shopify president. Harley's with me. Now, the numbers, I mean, if I look at the numbers, the billions, the transactions, the data that your systems for your customers and clients do, it's extraordinary. Are you surprised at these numbers?
I mean, it's certainly Black Friday in particular was unprecedented. As you mentioned, $5 billion in sales that day alone. Am I surprised? No, I'm not. I mean, I think there's a couple trends that are happening here. Consumers are choosing to purchase from brands that they absolutely love, independent brands, and they're spending money there. Peak sales on Friday was about $4.6 million per minute. That was around noon or so. And the average cart price in the US was about $155, which actually was similar to last year. But I do think we are looking at a sort of this new golden age of retail where the best brands on the planet are connecting directly with their customers. They're doing so on Shopify. And if we look right now, Richard, $2.6 million per minute. Anyone can see this, by the way. It's a publicly available site that we built, shopify.com/Black Friday. You can see real-time data. So $2.6 million per minute right now, and about 21,000 orders per minute.
So from Shopify's point of view, how do you capitalize on this in the sense of dig deeper into your retailers' inventory, needs, demands? We were looking at the website about the range of services that you provide. You are essentially a one-stop shop for small and medium-sized businesses to actually get to consumers. What more are they telling you they need?
Yeah. So obviously, the history of the company, as you know, I've been on coming on the show for many years, fortunate for that, was really in small businesses, make it really easy for small businesses to build beautiful stores. But the change over the years is that a lot of large companies have also come to Shopify. In fact, if you look at trending shops right now, products, you see Stanley, which is the Tumblr, Our Place, Skims, Brooklinen, Aloe Yoga, Rode Beauty. These are very large companies that didn't exist even 10 years ago that have built their companies on Shopify. But really what we're trying to do is create this retail operating system so that no matter where you want to sell, online, offline, or on social media, you can do so through Shopify.
So I was looking also, it's the US, I'm not surprised in a sense. US, UK, Australia, these are very significant markets for you. Mm-hmm. Where do you develop further? Within, say, for example, mainland Europe, where is going to be the area that you're going to be looking focused?
Yeah, one of the things we've noticed over the last couple of years in particular is that new companies that are getting started, they don't necessarily have the same geographic limitations that traditional companies had. They wouldn't say we're a US company or a Canadian company or a French company. They're global companies. And one of the things we've built into our software is this concept of default global. And so now we're seeing companies from all over the world sell all over the world as well. And it's expanding a global TAM. That's the reason I think we're in this golden age of retail, because from your mom's kitchen table, you can build a brand, and that brand may be the next Gymshark, which is now $1 billion brand selling globally. And you can do that for $39 a month. And that, I think, is really democratizing how businesses are built.
Can you see yourself expanding into the supply chain issues? Because we've done a lot on this program about supply chain and the intricacies of it. It's one thing to be the back office, if you will, for the sales, marketing, and distribution, but to get involved in the fulfillment of supply chain would take you into a different area.
Yeah, actually, and we have some history there. We've actually we partner with all the major fulfillment companies, all the major shipping companies. Here's something that's fascinating. If you were to think of Shopify as a single retailer, aggregate all our stores in the US, for example, we'd be the second largest online retailer in America. So the second largest checkout. The reason I mention that is because we have the ability to go to shipping companies and payment companies and capital companies and negotiate as if we're the second largest retailer, online retailer, and then provide those economies of scale to the millions of stores that use Shopify. And that's what's creating this leveling the playing field, which is creating, which is creating bigger companies a lot faster.
Okay, I've got to ask you. Go on, what did you buy? How much did you spend? What did you buy? I mean, you have to be more interesting than Josh and his vacuum cleaner.
I listen to supplements and vodka and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a bit of a coffee snob. There's a coffee company called X Bloom. It's a little bit expensive, about $1,000, but it's a pour over coffee machine. I like those sort of old school pour overs, but I don't have the patience to do it. And X Bloom does it beautifully. And so I bought kind of a fancy coffee machine on that. And the only other thing I bought, which I really like, is I bought a bunch of stuff off Alo Yoga, which I think makes beautiful products and was built on Shopify.
Well, as regular viewers know, I'm an absolute coffee snob myself with my barista
You'll
skills.
love X Bloom. It's a great business. Great product.
Good to see you, sir. We'll check in again as the year moves on
Good to see you,
to
sir.
find out how
Thank
things
you.
are going. Excellent.